stiff and the whole
I don't.
thing.
You see me? I don't stand stiff.
You don't stand stiff, but you have grace.
What is that?
You just have grace in what you're doing.
I don't know what that means. You're recording camera?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
Well, we're not live, but we're being recorded, and we're being recorded over there.
Nah, I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this.
Yo. Yo.
This is Kool-Aid. This is not anything out of the ordinary.
Today we found out how many liters.
I swear to God, I'm so like.
How many liters are in quarts in gallons? But how many quarts were in liters?
I didn't know all of this stuff.
If
like,
you didn't
I
pay
did know.
attention
I
in
didn't.
preschool.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I didn't pay attention to school. I'm just saying that like, it was in the moment. I was so worried because I saw that so black.
Am I sitting wrong?
You can say however you want,
dude. Because the thing is, at this point, right? Like I could
just don't put your feet on anything.
No, I'm not gonna put my feet on anything, but I just feel like this is such a comfy couch. I have to live up to its comfiness.
Alright, we're good. I can't see that, but
yeah, bro. But I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think.
So I love how we always just
bro,
start,
we always
like,
just come in, bro. This is what we're gonna talk about now. We're gonna talk about the coronavirus for the third time in the podcast. We're gonna
because it came up in topic today.
Again.
I had someone here in my house, a family friend, and he was just, he came to bring like stuff for the house and stuff, like I guess for the coronavirus, like to just stack up on stuff. And I was just like, I don't think this is that serious. And then I swear to God, you and him and me, we all started laughing. So it went from 2 seconds to 100. We all started just talking about coronavirus and this and that and China and fucking eating bats.
Yep.
It was fucking hilarious. Like, I want to know why we choose to talk about it so much.
Because, bro, like, is it like people freaking out about it? Like, are people freaking out about it? Yeah, update me. Let's have a full research project. Right now, everybody that is watching the Coming Up podcast, we're going to get this coronavirus thing down to the T. We're going to tell you all the info you need to know, no biases.
It's called COVID-19.
COVID? Or do you think it's COVID or something like that?
COVID.
COVID?
Coronavirus.
It's COVID?
Oh, yeah. He told Italy. It's not fake what he said earlier. Coronavirus updates live. World markets tumble and all of Italy goes on lockdown. Dude, the whole
market tumbled and then fucking Italy is on lockdown. Wow.
Italy is on lockdown.
This is getting more serious.
Dude, people are walking around like if they're look at this. In hazmat suits and shit, like with like what is it called?
I don't know, bro.
What's this shit? That's in South Korea. South Korea soldiers sprayed disinfectants inside an apartment complex that is under isolation in Daegu on Monday.
Damn, they straight said we're coming in there and we're just gonna start sanitizing everything.
People say that we're not supposed to be,
worried
about it that much.
But the thing is that you could only worry with the way that people are talking about it. And like, look at what you're reading. Italy, this tumble, markets tumble. But you should read into it. See what it actually says. Because it could be that.
The number of confirmed U.S. cases of coronavirus has risen to more than 650 on Monday, including 26 deaths.
650 in the United States?
Confirmed cases, yes.
Wow. That's insane.
Whatever. I don't care too much about it. I don't know.
That's the thing, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, fucking people are getting prepared. Like, if it's a hurricane type vibe, like, let's stock up on food and everything. Hand sanitizers flying off the shelves.
You can't find masks anywhere.
Yeah, the mask. Apparently, people are just taking masks now to, like, be protected. But the thing is that the coronavirus is tricky with the way that it's, like, spread and stuff. That's what the guy today, he said. He said that it's weird because you could pass it without even knowing you have it yet.
He said that that's the reason. Well, I said that. I was like, well, maybe that's the reason it's so, fucked like that. Because apparently it's so contagious that you pass it on to somebody else without even feeling the symptoms at first. That's fucked up. That's super easy to, like, get sick. You don't even cough and you already passing it to somebody else. But that's crazy to think about. He was like, "You ready for the zombie apocalypse?"
Some World War Z shit. I don't know.
Dude, I said that in the podcast. I said that in Dylan's podcast. I was like, "This is some World War Z shit." And then I'm not lying, bro. If this turns out to be like that, you never know. Give this coronavirus.
Bro, but World War
if this
Z has
coronavirus
zombies,
stays
bro.
at this status
It has
in
zombies.
2 years,
It has zombies.
the first zombie in 2
Thing
years.
is that
I'm
China.
calling
Look
it
at
here on the
China,
Coming Up
dude.
podcast.
China already got their numbers down.
I don't know what to say.
They've been able to contain it somehow, some way. We don't
You
know.
told me that.
They found out a way to contain it and get people to stop fucking having it. We gotta figure out what the fuck they're doing. But I don't
They know
know.
the
What if
cure.
they have like people sequestrado and shit?
They
Like,
have
you
the
have the
cure for
corona.
that shit.
You're locked in my basement. You know what I mean? Like, what if China's just that evil? It's like, because bro, I've heard stories from Americans that they be having the coronavirus and then they just walk out and go do whatever the fuck they were gonna do anyways with the coronavirus since they think it's like no big deal. Maybe. But I've heard that. That you gotta look that up. People leaving quarantine. People fucking going out and being dumbasses. Getting everybody else involved.
People do that.
That's what I read. Check it. Look it up and see if it's true.
That would be crazy if people did that. Like, they don't care. They really
They
think
don't
about
care,
that. You
dude.
have let's say right now you have a type of cancer that is contagious, but it's just not fucking you up the way you think it is. You will go out, like, and I got a business meeting, but nigga, you got this terminal cancer that might be contagious.
Yeah, like the world depends on this. All of our old people are gonna die. Nah, fuck them old people. I'm gonna walk out and I'm just gonna just mess it up for everybody because I know I'm gonna survive. Just look it up though, the quarantine thing. Because for all we know, we're just making this whole thing in our head and then like no one knows. Because apparently the coronavirus, if you don't know, it has killed a lot of people over the age of 65.
And it says coronavirus Israel to bring in 14-day quarantine for all arrivals.
14 days is the quarantine.
Oh, it's not that they shut down Italy. It says that it's a quarantine.
They quarantined Italy.
It says Milan's quarantine is extending to all of Italy.
But like, what do you mean that there's like curfews and stuff? You can't go out and shit.
I'm pretty sure.
You think it's like that?
Italy orders quarantine of whole country to contain coronaviruses.
What are they gonna do? Have a doctor come by and check everybody? It's time for your corona checkup. We're gonna see if anyone's infected in this house. Just like that.
It says schools are even canceling.
Yeah, they canceled Ultra here in Miami.
That is insane.
Canceled Ultra, the biggest fucking.
I
music
saw a
festival.
post. I'm shouting out
Funny.
Julio Soflo. Follow him on Instagram. He posted the other day. A doctor saying, "Oh, I'm not afraid of coronavirus. It's not a big deal like everybody's saying. We should focus on this other shit." He's like, He's like, we're canceling school. This and that. In the post it said it. We're canceling school and this and that. He's like, what if this shit lasts until when the Olympics come? Are we gonna cancel that too? And then
I heard that they weren't gonna cancel
the
it.
paragraph ended with, "Can you imagine that? Like, can you imagine if this is extended so badly that nigga we have to cancel the Olympic Games? Can you imagine?"
Thing is, I heard that wasn't gonna happen. The Olympics getting canceled, I don't think so. And
That
I
would
think it's
be
gonna be in
insane.
Japan.
Huh?
It's gonna be in Japan. The Olympics.
Is the lighting good?
I don't even know.
Check that really fast.
Go ahead.
There you go. That was. So again, do you know what I was looking up?
No, I do not.
The Batman.
The Batman again, bro. So, here's the thing about Batman.
I want everybody to comment what they think about the new Batsuit and if anybody gives a fuck about the new Batman movie that's coming out in 2021.
Do you think people...
And to Matt fucking Reeves, fucking... It better be 2021 like January or March, nigga. It better not be 2021 November. For that, just say fucking 2022.
Yeah. But you never know, man. Do you think people are even excited about the Batman anymore?
I don't think anybody knows. I have this excitement for it.
Do you know what it is that Batman vs Superman got like nobody watching it?
I want to know how much it made in the box office.
Dude, it didn't make as much as it wanted. For sure, it didn't make as much as it wanted. I know that for a fact.
In the box office, close to $1 billion.
How much was it?
872.7 million.
They wanted to pass $1 billion though, for sure.
I want to know how much they gave them.
They gave who?
I want to know how much, what was the budget of the movie?
Bro, look it up. Because, for example, Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that was like one of the most expensive movies to make ever.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. You can look it up. See if it's a fact.
The budget, dude, they made way more, bro.
But how
The
much
budget was
was
250 to 300 million.
Dude,
for
that's
Bat.
a lot, though. That's a lot of money.
For Bat.
Think about it. You just made 250 million back.
Dude,
And then think
exactly.
about it.
Don't talk shit. This is for Batman and Superman.
Yeah, but the thing is that look at Marvel, bro. Marvel's killing.
You just thought this was Spider-Man.
No. What are you talking about?
Right now when I
I'm talking
told you
about Batman versus Superman.
Oh yeah, nigga, and they made 800.
But think about it. They put in $250 million. They made 250 million back. Okay.
Plus
Now
an
the
extra
profit that they
fucking
got back,
600.
and does that even count the promotion that they did for the movie?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, does that mean like purely 250 million to make the movie, or 250 million to make and promote the movie?
It says 250 to 300 million.
To 300 million? Look at that, bro. Think about Marvel, bro. They spend that money and then make $1 billion something dollars, bro. That means that they're getting like 600 and something, $700 million in return.
Stop
Think about
fucking
that.
with the cable.
I'm not fucking with the cable.
You doing all of that is gonna like.
No, dude, it's not gonna do nothing. Look.
No, but it still did that. I'm talking about it sounding low.
You think so, dude? No,
Yes.
it's not, because the other time when I was talking into it, it would just not. Light
You
up
see,
at
it's
all.
going low.
It would light up at all. It wouldn't light up at all, dude. I'm going high. Because I'm red.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 budget. Bro,
How much was it?
200 to 293 million, and it made 709 million.
Dude, they made no money back almost. Think about it.
You said that was the most expensive movie to make.
I think so, yeah.
How? What?
Then look at what's the most expensive one. I think it's Avatar. Never mind. I'm probably talking shit. I don't even know.
Exactly.
Look at what's the most expensive movie ever
Most
made.
expensive movie budget was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my God,
On
which
Stranger
one?
Tides.
The
The
fourth
budget
one.
for that movie was $378
$1 million.
million.
And how much did they make back?
No. Oh no, the Hobbit trilogy stands as the most expensive back-to-back film production with combined cost of $623 million after tax credits. Holy shit, dude.
They went off.
The Hobbit, all three movies together were $623
I've never seen The Hobbit.
million.
I've never seen The Hobbit.
It's
or
an
any Lord of the
amazing. You want to
Rings
watch
in
it? Amazing.
I don't know if I want to watch it.
Amazing.
I've never watched any Lord of the Rings content.
Pirates of the Caribbean was the most expensive one to make though in 2019.
In 19?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean 2019?
What is
That
the most
was not made
expensive
in
movie ever
2019.
made in 2019? As
like
of
in today.
August
As if
2019.
Google could read the future. Like, it's just point blank, the most expensive movie ever made.
It says it right here.
2019.
It says it right here. As of August 2019, the most expensive production of all time is the fourth installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
I don't know, man.
It says it right here, bro.
No, I believe
Most
you.
expensive Hollywood movies
I
ever.
believe you.
Pirates of the Caribbean. And that movie was made in 2011.
Yeah, bro.
Waterworld. Spider-Man 3 is number 5.
Spider-Man 3. That's the one that made the most. That was the one that made the most.
That he's like walking down the street like this. Avatar is number 8.
Damn, so I was like 8 behind.
Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Really?
Harry
even
Potter. And Batman vs. Superman.
Not even Endgame or nothing?
Those were all in 6.
Bro, but think about it, bro. When you think
Not
about
even
it as a
Endgame?
business,
I would
but think
assume
about
that,
it-
right?
Think about it as a business for a second. Imagine you being a huge corporation and you put away $250 million, and your returns, you're expecting for you to invest $250 million for a year of production, right? So that means that money's gone for a year, right? Because these movies are not going to be made in like 6 months unless they're crazy fast or low budget or something, or like something weird. So imagine investing that much money, then anticipating that what you're going to get in return is up to like 1.2 billion,
Nah.
1.1
I would not
billion,
assume that.
passing $1 billion. But the thing is, you'd have to imagine if thing is think about why those movies were kind of universally like said, oh, it's bad, because they rushed it. They were more focused on getting that money.
You think so?
I know, so dude, imagine, dude, those movies.
So
would not
you
have
think
sucked
that
the
you
way
think
that
that
they
you
did.
think that DC's problem wasn't that they were trying to keep up with Marvel. You think that it was this they were trying to get to the bread.
Yeah, because you would have gotten
Really?
to the bread, bro. Because think about it, you would have gotten to the bread if you just done a good movie. Because superhero movies were in. I think they're still in, but dude, they
I
were
don't know.
in. They were in. You know what I mean?
What do you think
you
about
made
all
a
the shit? I think Marvel had its season. DC is gonna have a season now coming up.
I think that the thing
They
is
got
that
they got Wonder Woman.
thing is that it's hard to
1989.
compare. It's
They
hard to
got-
compare, but it's hard to compare DC and Marvel and their business
And
strategy.
dude, you can't say
then-
another. Let's just say DC is starting off right now.
No, I think that
basically.
I think they're starting off
I think
now.
they're starting
I think
off now.
they're
How much
no,
did
yeah.
Birds of Prey make? I'm gonna look that up. Let's see.
How much
Because they
did
said
it
that
do?
movie was ass.
No, they said that it was good.
No,
apparently,
people
or
told me it was gonna
surprisingly
be
good.
ass, and then when they saw it, obviously, you know.
That is a beautiful sound.
It got 97 million as budget, and it made 145 million in box office.
Someone is
Wow.
yelling in the boardroom. I told you not to make this damn movie. All right? We're selling that bitch to Fox. We're selling that bitch to Fox. That's what they're saying, bro. That's what they're saying. They're yelling right now.
We're saying that bitch the Fox. Oh my god.
Bro, but
That is terrible.
bro. But the thing is
Wow,
that you can't compare
dude,
their
that's not
business
even.
strategy.
They didn't make any
Thing is,
money
think
back.
about it as a business, bro. You can't compare their business strategy together, dude, at all. Like DC just puts the most random shit out. That's what that worked back then when superhero movies were not even like a thing. Like when they were like, oh my god, Spider-Man.
Yeah, if you
is
really think about it,
flying.
the trilogy came out like that. The trilogy came out nasty random.
Yeah.
2009 and 2000.
I think two. It
2000
starts.
no, the Batman Begins. It's on
2002
Netflix.
or 2001.
If you want to get the remote,
I
look
think
it
it's
up right quick.
2001 or 2002. I think it's 2001 or 2002. And then The Dark Knight came out in 2008.
2009.
8.
No, 9. I had a disc. I had an illegal disc of it. It said 2009.
It was illegal. Check out if it was in 2008. I'm hoping for these answers to come through the pipeline. This is becoming an intense conversation.
All right. Damon was right.
Exactly.
The movie came out. Batman Begins in 2005.
Oh, I fucked up that one.
The Dark Knight in 2008.
8.
And The Dark Knight Rises in 2012.
2012. It came out around the same time as Avengers.
But dude, if you really think about it, this was a random ass. Like
It was,
it
but at
was
the
because
same
Batman
time-
Begins came out randomly. Nobody
But
fucking thought about this
Thing is
movie
that,
coming out.
But the thing is that was when superhero movies were just really becoming it. Like that's like the beginning of what ended up climaxing in what was Avengers Endgame. That era of superhero movies where it was like you had to see it. You had to see it to see it climax. Thing is that Marvel's strategy is completely different from what DC was doing. Like Marvel was ahead of the game. They're like, okay, we're gonna make a comic book universe in the movies. Like fuck random movies. Like it's just we're gonna have a strategy to putting out obviously the solo movies and then putting out the movies where they team up, and then that changed the culture of it.
Did you like the Spider-Man trilogy? People say it fucking suck compared now.
What?
to now.
The original Spider-Man trilogy?
I always loved it. Jose says it's
Spider-Man
ass.
1 and
Jose
Spider-Man
says that
2.
it's shit.
Nah. Spider-Man 2 is fucking classic, bro. It's a classic. Like when there were no expectations for superhero movies, and then that was like one of the first iterations of a good one. You know what I mean? Where it like took the cheesiness of like the comic books of what was Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's fucking cheesy. Like it's not like
Yeah, if you really think about it, a kid that got bit by a spider who's in high school and is fucking like
it's like a cheesy story.
fighting whether he should be a superhero or be in love with his girlfriend. Like
Yeah, like, and then like it's a cheesy story. Not that it's a bad story, because cheesy doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, at least for me. But
I don't consider anything cheesy bad. I just consider it like
a different stroke, like a different like strategy to convey some sort of emotion. But bro, that's what I think the original Spider-Mans did best. Like it just told a Spider-Man story. Like now, Spider-Man is like being told, but like it's Spider-Man, like the essence of him, but it's not necessarily like just Spider-Man's story. Now it's like Tony Stark's student. like Spider-Man in high school. Sure, it's the same thing, but it's not even the same. Like, you know what I mean? It feels like everything has to have some sort of like cause and
So
effect.
you don't
in
like the new
universe.
shit?
Dude, I love the new shit.
I know. I went to go watch that other movie with you, and you were like,
I love the new shit. Yeah, that shit was dope because it makes it really comic booky. It's like random as fuck. It's cool. I don't know. I find them to be random as fuck, and like since they're all connected to each other, it feels like it makes sense. So it's like anything that just randomly would happen in like any regular Spider-Man movie, it like happens there, and it's weird. It's kind of cool.
My favorite Spider-Man movie was the third one, Spider-Man 3.
Really? That's a fucking weird opinion. People say it sucked.
I loved it.
I never really cared about it. I never thought it sucked when I was little because I watched it when I was little. But like after time, like over time when people were like, oh, it's like it's bad. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. Like sure it was rushed. They had shit, but like it's Spider-Man. And like it was cheesy, kind of weird. Like at least it didn't go away from what the other ones like were in a way, like in terms of tone. Well, tones were different though too. Like I don't know, it was a mess. It was a mess of a movie, but at the same time, like it felt like it could have happened after 2. You know what I mean? It was just weird, and at its best, it's that like I just wanted to see 4. And like,
Spider-Man 4.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't about, like, sure, Spider-Man 3 was complicated and shit, but we wanted 4. It wasn't, like, you know what I mean? Because you know the magic of 2 and 1 and, like, that, like, kind of, like, weirdness. Which is why I hope they do.
Spider-Man 4 would have been about?
Bro, it's just that I hope that... I don't know. Oh, they've said that there's, like, they released plans of how it was going to be and everything.
That's weird.
Yeah, like, they released, like, storyboards and shit, like, early writings. It was going to have the Vulture, which eventually Vulture ended up coming out in the Disney one. The Disney one.
Yeah, who is Vulture?
Vulture is that fucking bird one. He's a
know.
bird. He's a part of the Sinister Six.
I don't know shit about Marvel.
I don't really know much about.
I know anything. A lot about DC.
Bro, I used to love Batman.
I know a lot about DC.
I used to
favorite
love
hero
Batman.
on DC is Batman, but obviously that's a lot of people's hero. But fuck Batman on the side, bro. Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, the whole Justice League. And side characters, nigga.
Dude, you have to make that your 2020 thing, bro.
The Suicide Squad.
We gotta go back.
Not the Suicide Squad. The funny people, bro.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Patrol. Something Patrol.
Power Rangers.
No.
Pet Patrol.
No, something's called
Paw Patrol.
The Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
I typed in DCP to see if it would come out, and I instantly was just like, never mind, Doom Patrol. I love the Doom Patrol. They're fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I don't know much about like DC's extended universe as much.
I love it.
Not extended universe,
Swamp
but like
Thing
it's
is super lit. Swamp Thing is super lit. I haven't read any comics on Swamp Thing. I've read comics on Batman. I read the Justice League ones. I never read any Swamp Thing ones. There's a comic book store around here, you said?
I don't know if it's around here. I don't know.
You said you went to one.
Yeah, I went to one that was by where I worked. That's where I thought it was.
How do you feel
About what?
about the podcast so far from where we were at until now?
It's interesting.
Like if you had like if you were to talk to someone about the podcast, how would you say it now?
It's a podcast where we just release thoughts at the moment.
I believe that.
I don't think it's like necessarily like, sure, I've wanted to put a format to it, but at the same time I feel like there's a reason as to why I haven't done the format to it.
Yeah, which is the one part I don't know how to explain to people. Like people are like, yo, you know, you should do this, you should do that, but I'm like, I feel like
there's a beauty in the
numbers
randomness.
are saying people are liking it. People
I mean,
like
the numbers
what we
are
do.
alright. I feel like the numbers are alright.
But dude, that shows that people like it. People are fucking with it.
I mean, I just don't know what to expect off of a podcast.
That's the thing that bothers me.
Like, I don't know what to expect, like, how to, like what is success for a podcast? Like, I know what the next steps are for...
I don't think we should shoot for success.
That's what I'm thinking. But that's what I'm feeling, too. I don't think
that we should shoot for it.
Think for success. Like, isn't that... that deviates from the energy of us actually going in and putting in the work.
That goes against why we started it.
Yeah. Because
Those
it's
are
like
gas
we
tips.
want it to be chill for us, chill for you.
I don't want it sincerely to be like. I don't want anyone to learn from this. I want people to experience something while they watch it.
But like, what is that experience?
To go through a fuckload of emotions and
See what it's like to just
self-imposing thoughts, like self-imposing thoughts,
like kind of release.
to get like for our reaction to stun them and then make hopefully that does something, sparks up something.
Because realistically, bro, I don't expect for.
Like let's say me and you are celebrating about something.
And then that'll be the podcast. Like, oh, we're celebrating about something. Here's us talking about it.
Yeah, and then that's like, damn, these guys, we're sad. Like one day this podcast, and then the next day they're just celebrating.
I think it's obviously we just have to keep going, man. And now we have that schedule made.
I'm so glad, bro. I put a calendar up. I put 2 calendars up in my room, and I instantly was like writing down shit. I'm so happy I got it. I feel like that was the last piece I was missing, because I was there like, I have everything. I know what I have to do. I just need something to actually, remind me to do it. And I'm there like, oh my God, these new generational kids will probably be like, not generational kids, because I'm part of the generation, whoever's watching. But I thought they would be like, a calendar? Bro, just go on your phone. You don't need a calendar. This is not.
Yeah, dude, I've been told that as well. But
yeah, but I'm there like, yo, you don't do it. You get caught up on Instagram or on Twitter, and you want to let people know that you actually did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just went to the bank. Nigga, the fuck do you need to let people know on Twitter you went to the bank? Go to the bank, do your shit, let people know at the end of the day what a stressful day it was.
Yeah.
Don't even say what you did. That's what I would use Twitter for if I had Twitter. I don't have Twitter. I just have Instagram.
I don't have Twitter. I have Twitter, but I don't know how to use Twitter. Because it's like, I find
Twitter
to be so useless.
And it's not that there's a wrong way of using it, but you don't want to use it for stupidity.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, I have to use Twitter and talk about what I feel is going on.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel
like everybody's exposing themselves too much out there, and you become too
like, you think everything is content. Like, no, it's not.
Right, like, no, everything. Like, bro, they go to a fucking. I've seen it, bro, at the restaurant. Bro, I'm a cook. I've seen how that food is made. That's not Instagram worthy. People be going to the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying my restaurant's bad. I actually like my restaurant. It's fucking, but I worked in the restaurant business. My restaurant is pretty clean, but it's not the type of food. Now, if you go to a fucking, to like where, Nicole and Fidel went in Casa La Pinga, where they had the fucking luxurious glass of wine that looked like a lamp, and it was holding in wine, and then like a little piece of wood, put that on Instagram, like they did. That is something I'd be like, oh, fuck. They're at a nice-ass restaurant. But don't go to a fucking Chili's, nigga, and put a filter all over your food like if it's fucking... Nigga, we knew you paid $10 for that triple dipper, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're just having a regular day...
Bro, but the thing is that... Look, here's the thing.
I'm not hating either. I'm not saying that. You know what I mean?
I know that you're not hating.
I do that too. I have posted food and this now. This is what
I've never posted food.
No, I've posted stuff like that. I've done the stereotypical, generational thing that people do. But I'm saying don't do it every day. There's people that be like... Bro, they'll go to a city that they don't even live in.
I got an egg omelet and 2 diced pineapples on the side. Here we go.
I'm home.
Martinez.
Like, nigga, what you mean? You're wasting your last dollars on that.
You know what the thing is, now you're hating, bro. You're hating, bro. You're getting
a little bit,
because it does
get me mad a little bit. Because
here's the thing,
bro, make the effort to just have your day without letting everybody know what you're doing. Because then you won't get it done. Because then your expectations for that day are... I have to post this when it's done and let people know that I did it to show people that I'm doing something. Work in silence. Work in silence.
I agree.
There you go.
I just think...
change your mind quick?
This is that I think... No, but here's the thing. You fucking crazy fuck. Dude, you...
I get carried away.
Yeah, you get carried away. Like, dude, just chill. Because the thing is, then they're winning.
Yeah, I told you this.
Then they're winning, exactly. Then they're winning. The energy that you're putting out right now, it's because you hate on it. But there's a thin line between love and hate, bro. A very thin line.
You think so?
I think so. What if it's just, bro, internally, subconsciously in our head, we're looking at that food and we're like, damn, I don't have that fucking plate right fucking in front of me, you fucking stupid bitch. Why do you fucking post this beautiful plate that you have on a beautiful Thursday while I'm here eating this value meal from McDonald's? You know what I mean? This is not like that.
And it's not like I fucking can't live good, you know what I mean? I live good right now. I'm fucking blessed.
No, yeah, dude, I love it.
I'm fucking worse.
I just don't care about the food post. I just think it's dumb. I think it's a waste of time. It's like, why did I
know what this reminds me of? A conversation you told me one time that you said, bro, Who was this that said that broke wasn't a mentality?
Broke wasn't a mentality.
You told
Ryan,
me being
Ryan.
broke is a mentality, bro. And this and that. And I stay
No,
quiet.
being broke is the reality.
That's what
But
Brian.
being poor is a mentality. But you're
Explain
actually
that.
broke.
I'm now with Nicole talking to me a lot, and you with the examples in real life. I'm now understanding that broke is a mentality. You know what I mean?
No, broke is the reality.
Well, whatever.
Poor
That
is
being
the
poor is
mentality.
a mentality. Cause dude, I have caught myself being like no money, and I'm still there like.
But I'm rich in life.
Fine, you know what I mean?
But I'm rich in life.
And I guess it's just that I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something's just been like.
It's just counting your blessings. I think it's like.
You think it's? I think it's that
like,
I'm counting my.
It's like yeah, sure, I'm broke right now, but I do have the ambition to not be broke later.
I think it's my assurance to that.
Yeah, it's like, but the thing is that you have to do the realistic thing, plan, work towards whatever your goals
Which is
are.
why the calendar I was gonna say is the last piece, because I feel like that's what helped me. I feel like I was looking for something
materialistic to be like okay, not materialistic, but obviously something material, tangible, something that you could grab and be like okay,
this
Wednesday, that's it, boom, I'm clocked in.
Too much. Like they gave me a to-do list. Nicole gave me a to-do list, and it
helps you get things done.
It helps me get things
in
done
a more linear fashion.
Like a calendar,
but it's not like a calendar.
And I suggest to everybody, fuck the whole generation. Write it on your phone. Oh, I'm an adult. This and that, nigga. We're fucking 20. We're Mahomes, nigga. We're shits.
Yeah, bro.
Write it down. If you got something to do, start planning your week, bro. Start planning your days. Write it down. It works. It works.
It really does work.
Today, I only got one. I only got one thing done out of the 3 things I wanted to do today. One of them was fucked, so I was like, I'm not gonna.
One of them was fuck?
No, one of them was fucked. Like it just.
Oh, dude, I heard that you had. Bro, dude,
yeah, I have to. What happened?
I heard that.
I got a pipe today, bro.
Yeah. It's like, look, listen, bro, my clock.
I'm running out.
It's off,
almost
buddy.
9, dude.
It's going off. Listen, I love to just dandy around here.
But dude, it's write everything down, bro. You have plans. You need to go to the bank. You gotta go to school. You work that day. Go based off of whatever's taking up the most time on that day. If you have to work that day, don't make any fucking plans that day. You know what I mean?
Just focus
we've been
on
doing that lately.
Yeah.
And it's been working. But then we just derail sometimes, right?
Nah, but now we figured it out.
Now we're figuring it out more.
We're figuring it out. We brought the schedule, and now we're gonna stick to it because your feelings got in the way.
So expect.
Let me talk about getting fired.
Go ahead.
Let me talk about getting fired.
I'm gonna let you because this is for the
my
podcast.
people. I'm gonna talk about getting fired right now. Because I feel like obviously our age group, it'll happen. Maybe it won't. Maybe you're a fucking, I don't know.
If you haven't gotten fired already, I've been fired one time. I don't remember. Oh, it was from the first job I ever had.
I think it got darker over time. But either way, once it gets to a certain darkness, I'll cut it off. Because this is way more than 30 that we're recording. So.
I'll check it.
Dude, no, it's off. Like, it's done. No, not that it's off. Like, it's still recording, but. It's like it's having its issues.
Nah, dude, it just didn't. Yeah.
Just turn it off. We can keep recording. Yeah, you're good. Just turn it off.
Oh, that one itself was split into 2 files.
Yeah.
So we have 3 files now.
Yeah. You should have turned off the camera, but whatever. Leave it on if you want.
All right. Oh, we can talk in fucking peace now.
So, the thing is, I got fired, people. I got fired. Unfortunately, it obviously set me off. And the reasoning as to why I got fired, I think I should explain it since we're going to be as real as possible here.
For anybody that's listening right now, I'm posting a post on 1K. Go check that out. This is obviously if you know. It's already up.
So, first thing I think you guys should do. Have you been fired before? Comment that down below. Let's see if people actually start commenting or something. And if you don't, it's fine. I really don't give a fuck. Because, eventually we're going to start recording again and then this is going to be forgotten. But
I'm going to post it on my account.
Comment down below if you guys have been fired. I want to hear that or read it.
And what was your very first job, if you guys have had more than one job already?
Yeah, so it's tough to say what the fuck the reason was that I got fired. because it wasn't like I was told anything in exact. Like they're not like, listen, we're letting you go. You know, your performance has been quite low, and you know, get the fuck out. It wasn't that, unfortunately. I have no solid reasoning, but I do have an interaction that led to my firing that is a little perplexing. But I'm still fired.
Fucked up, Bill.
Yeah, but I'm still fired, so it's fine. I'm not gonna call HR. I'm not gonna call HR. This is the worst consequence. I'm not even gonna put out the company name. You know what I mean? But here it goes.
If you've watched recent podcasts, you know where he works.
Anyways, we are going into work, and once I get into work, I'm being told, should I even say the fucking what happened?
Just talk about it.
Should I
feel like you need to talk about it? Talk about it.
Fuck it. I think since I already started,
it'll help people and how you.
Yeah. So I walk in, and then I come in early, and then I'm being told like, oh, have you clocked in? And I was like feeling some weird tension in the room already, because I was like, why are you asking if I clocked in like now? I'm here early, like it's a little fishy. So I was like, what's going on? I start getting ready, whatever, put on the gloves and the shit that I had to put on for the work, and then they come up to me like, oh, we have to talk to you outside, and I was like, all right, cool. So we go outside, and they're like, what has everybody been telling you since the first day you got here? And I'm like, oh, speed up, because that's what really realistically what I remembered, at least, to speed up. Everybody would tell me, yo, like, do this faster. That's the recurring thing that would happen. Other than that, nothing really solid that I could be like, oh, they would tell me this. Like, it's stupid. So then that's what I said, and then the person that was talking to me, which was my manager, said, oh, that's not the answer that I want. And I was like, oh, well, other than that, I don't really know. You know, kind of acting clueless, but I'm already kind of getting hot because I'm like, whoa, what is this about? Because this is already sounding a little fishy to me. And then she was like, what was the last
how did that like feel? Did you know where it was gonna go?
I feel like I knew where it was gonna go, bro.
Like in the beginning stages,
yes,
they
dude,
brought
like
you into the office. It was both of them.
Like, right when I go into the place I work, I feel this automatic tension.
Really?
Like automatic, dude. For some reason, I felt
this is before you. Yeah, before like this, just automatic.
The first question that the person asked me was, "Oh, are you clocked in?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm here early. Like, what do you mean did I clock in? Like, do you want me to work now? Like, whatever." I ended up clocking in early anyways, because like I don't know. That's my response to this weird tension that I feel right now. So then, it was like, "Oh, we're gonna talk to you outside the whole thing. I'm gonna get back to where I was." So she says that's not the answer she wanted, and then she asked me what was it that I was doing the last time I was there. And then when I was there, the last time I did whatever. I just told her I worked, because like I did everything that was supposed to happen. I worked, I cleaned, I left.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh, that's not what they told me. They told me that you wiped down a couple things and left. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's not true. Like, I didn't just wipe down a couple things and leave. I wiped out my station. I cleaned up, their machines. Two machines, not all the machines. Not saying that I did everything, but I did the things that I was doing. And then after that, scraped, sweep the floor, did everything that was required. And then for some reason, she just starts to contradict herself out of nowhere. And it was like, oh, well, that kind of like she was going off of what other people told her. And then since she didn't have any solid proof that she could be like, well, look, I have this to show you. You know what I mean? To be like, yo, like you didn't do it, which I know I did. So it's bullshit, first of all, that she came up to me with that and like started telling me some fucking bullshit, which I did. And then one thing leads to another. She contradicts herself. She's like, then she starts like, she contradicts herself by saying, oh, like, but this is a fast-paced environment. Right after her saying, oh, no, you're not fast. Like, it's not about being fast. And then she'll be like, oh, but it's about doing it good. And I'm like, but I did do it. Like, you're not, like, you're trying to, like, you're contradicting yourself.
Yeah, I think she was just trying to find excuses in order for you to just, like,
leave the conversation with, like, oh, I'm going to try harder. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what are you trying to gain from here except you're acting stupid, and I'd have to act dumber to go with this. You know what I mean? I'd have to act really fucking like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And first of all, accept something that didn't actually happen. Like
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Yeah, I know.
And then whatever, she just is like, oh, whatever. It leads to one thing and to another, bounces off, and then we're not even like yelling or anything, but I'm telling her what's up. I'm like, yo, I brought up a time that she was like having trouble working in the station that I would work, and then I came in, I forgot to clock in, and I helped her out and the whole thing. And sure, maybe me bringing that up is like un trapo sucio, like a dirty towel, just being like, yo, like look, I have this story. Don't tell me that I'm not, I don't come here to work. I come here to work, bitch. Okay, like literally, like that's kind of what I did. And then she's like, who are you talking to? And then I'm like, that's it. Like, I didn't say anything after that. She's like, who are you talking to? Oh my god, fucking go do this and that. Like, go clock out. Today's your final day. You're leaving. And that's what ended up happening.
And it was your final day.
And that was my final day. And then I walked in, said bye to everybody, then I walked out. Didn't even look back. I was like, fuck these people. And if anyone that goes along with that lady's fucking bullshit and acts like a pussy just to fucking please her is so retarded. So retarded. I hope that I'm the only one that had this happen to him. I hope, because that's stupid. I lost a job for no reason. Because a lady got mad at me. Oh my god, but she's your manager. You shouldn't have been acting with her with disrespect. Fuck you, dude. You don't come to me with disrespect.
Yeah, if you didn't come to her with disrespect, like...
Because if I were ever
I'm pretty
promoted
sure
to
you
manager,
understand the difference between her reprimanding you and then...
Yeah.
Disrespect.
Disrespect, exactly. You're going off of what other people told you instead of going to me and asking me, yo, what's up with that? Like, did that really happen? Because I don't have any proof. You know what I mean? Because if I'm the manager, my main priority is making sure that nobody fucking... Like, why the fuck would I want beef at work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a good leader and you want your troops to get along, you don't go... Also, Tony told me that you are a fucking lazy fuck. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, you have to be like, yo, Tony, this guy's saying this. Is it true?
Yeah, like, what do
when you do your thing, take a picture of it. So when he tells me something again, I get Tony for it. You get me? That's the type of manager that I'd be.
They've done that to me. They've actually said that.
Exactly.
They've said, yo, show me proof. The next time it happened, come to me and tell me.
Exactly.
I'll be like, oh shit, all right.
And I had only been there for a month, but she probably has been used to fucking kids that are going to college and fucking have worked maybe 2-3 jobs. And that's it. You know what I mean? I've been around. I know what nice managers are. I know what respectful managers are. I know what dick managers are. And I don't get fucking told anything by dick managers because I know the difference. Yeah. And I know what it's like being in other jobs where I've almost been promoted or have been promoted, and you know the deal.
Yeah.
So the lady just wanted me out, or the fucking bitch that lied and told her that I didn't do anything wanted me out, and then she ended up getting what she wanted because I ain't no fucking pussy. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to let her fucking be, oh, no, you didn't do that. And then me have to act like I'm going to get along with the person that said that shit about me.
That's a lot, yeah.
Because then you go into work miserable. So I guess the lesson in all this is don't let other people fuck you up. Even if it's fucking, a job. But like shitty ones, you know what I mean? This is not fucking, oh my God, I'm making...
Yeah, but she made her move fast because she didn't even make you quit. She got you to... Like, she didn't even make you look for another job. She straight, like, went for the... Let me try and fire this guy.
It's like, yeah, you're fired. It's like, all right. Clearly... You had it very good. That's all I'm saying. Is it clearly either you had it very good and then you don't know what's up, or like you had it very bad and you don't care. You know what I mean? If you don't like someone, you're just going to fire them because you don't like them. And then you're like professionally immature. Yeah. So that's my final thoughts on it. I'm glad that I got it out here on the podcast because maybe other people have been fired for maybe even stupider reasons. You know what I mean? Or more stupid reasons. Or maybe mine's is the most stupid and we don't even know. Like I fucking fired because I got some lady mad at me.
For just, like, being you.
Yeah, for just being me and, like, not letting her be like, yo, like not accepting a lie. That's literally all it was. Not accepting a lie. Like, dude, you're lying. If I were her, I would be like, look, I have no proof. I don't know what happened. And I don't want you to be mad or nothing like that because whatever. And fucking we'll fix the situation and that's it. Get back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that. It was like, fuck you. Like... Because you didn't let me fucking...
Bro, I have a question that's been on my mind, and I'm going to ask you now because, you're going to be home. It's 7. What time is it? You're going to be home by like 10 something anyway, so. Dude, you want to go to Connect Group tomorrow, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like,
me, I was like, should I take him? It's cool, bro. It's very cool.
I'm down, bro. I'm down.
G?
I'm down. I just have to tell my people, you know. Gotta let the camp know.
I
Make
go
sure my
every
manager-
Tuesday at 7.
Make sure my manager is up to par.
I go every Tuesday at 7. It's super cool, bro. Like, I've never been a part of a group like that where it's just guys that give a fuck about each other so hard. You can express anything, bro. You could, excuse me. You can express anything you want. You can ask for advice; they'll give it to you. They'll help you with it. It's crazy. It's such a like loving environment.
But what do you think? Should we just stop the podcast? How much time are we at?
I feel like if you got to this point of the podcast, you're a real viewer.
Yeah, you're a real viewer.
You're a real viewer. We love you.
Literally, like, we really do. I feel like whoever actually
you don't
listens
understand, bro.
to the from beginning to end. If someone watched this from beginning to end, I love that person.
Dude,
It's like, dude, you talked shit with me without being.
Comment. Everyone comment.
Dude, yeah, for real, bro. If people left actual comments where it's like, yo, like, let's read it and answer it, bro, I'll answer it to
Dude,
the
I
best of my
swear,
ability.
it's not even that. I feel like at this point in the podcast,
I wanted to be like
we
a group
bitch
of
so
friends.
much about, not bitch, but I do. I bitch so much about like the podcast and this and that, and then like we take forever to start it, but then once we're here, we talk so much.
Yeah, bro. It's second nature already, and then it's like something just. I think, look, through my story, for example,
Once this becomes a more routine thing and we have a schedule for it,
people are gonna.
oh
fuck
my
with it.
god, we're gonna fall in love with doing this.
Yeah, and then we treat it like, you know, it's just something we do.
Thank you guys for watching so much.
Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, please. Let's get that subscriber number up, man. Let's get
I
that
don't give a fuck
subscriber
about
number.
likes though.
Bro, I want
just want
subscribers.
people
I wanna
to
know
watch
you're
and
here.
chill.
I want to know you're here. I want to know you're here, bro.
What do you guys think about their own story? Have you guys ever been fired for a stupid reason? If you have, was it your first job, your second? Did you
Third.
like your first job? How did you feel?
Do you regret leaving a job and then getting fired, or you like, damn, I should have stayed at that job because I was good there? Bro, you never know. There's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of things that happen in life, and I think talking about it is pretty cool. And that's what I did, and hopefully you guys share
I
your
honestly hope
stories.
people treat this podcast like how I treat Joey's podcast. That I just sit down, watch it,
Yeah,
and
bro.
fucking chillax.
We're gonna try to give you nuggets of whatever, you know, happens throughout our lives, and
I like that you said that one time. You're like, sit back, relax, watch the podcast.
yeah,
Dude, that made me feel so like, yeah.
sit back, relax, and watch the podcast.
Yeah, bro. Oh, shit. MC Dayron.
Live on 102 FM.
Coming to
Light FM.
Hey, if y'all just forgot, okay. My bad, I just yawned. We're gonna end it on this note. I'm gonna end it on this note. John is not here right now. He took a break. He's coming next episode. We're gonna interview John.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna talk to. I'm gonna talk to you. He said he wanted to be on the show.
Oh, John?
John said that he wanted to be on the show, so I'm gonna see if we can get him on. If it's okay with you.
Yeah, man.
Next episode, we're gonna interview that nigga.
That's OG Mearns. That's OG Mearns. That's OG Mearns. Yeah, he don't like it when you play with his name though. He don't like it.
And me and John go way back, bro.
Nah, bro. But he told me he doesn't really like.
Me and John go way back,
He doesn't
especially
fuck with
when I showed him that Batman suit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He fell in love with that.
He fell in love with that. He kept talking to you for days, bro. For days.
I'm telling you,
bro. But trust me, bro. John don't fuck with it when you play funny with his name, bro.
I don't play with
John
John.
don't like it when he play funny with his name, bro. When you be calling him out like that. That's
Murney,
it, oh, John is gonna come out and fuck you up.
Johnny Murney, John Mearns. I can't wait to have him on the fucking show. I can't wait till this is a show for real and we can start saying that, like, oh, you want to be on the show?
Is that right now? We're going through a phase where we can't have any guests, bro. I think so. It's
think
harder
so.
for us to have guests.
The first fucking videos with the guests and shit were awesome.
It's
I
just
liked
that
it.
if we have a guest, we have to have them probably with your headset. Think about it. We have to give them your headphones because it'll pick it up. Or either them, that, and then you with your headphones. We have to give them that mic, the special mic. And then we have this one, and you have the headphones. Or I have the headphones, and you have this one. Because, bro, we have ideas for guests, and we could have guests. We just haven't had them on.
And interesting ones that haven't came on.
Yeah. We've just been kind of letting the solo act ride.
And it's been doing good.
It's been doing all right. It's been doing all right. We wanted to set a foundation that you guys could, we could later build on. Within your support, get more guests, Not necessarily about notoriety, but about knowledge and making sure we have that. Because if you're going to listen to us, we want to make sure that you guys get something out of this. Even if it's chilling too. Because if it's just a chilling podcast, then you guys can just relax with us.
Dude, that's literally what I do. I sit back. I put on... well, now I'm going to start watching Kill Tony, but... Dude, I'll sit back, watch the Joey podcast, and I'm chilling. I fall asleep, Nick. I fall asleep, and I'll wake up in the morning, and the podcast will be paused.
Really?
Yeah, and it will be like paused in an area or in a time that I'm there. Like I remember what's going on in the podcast, and I just continue watching it, and it's fucking awesome. It's like I never left their studio. It's like I'm an orb in the room watching them. I can just feel
I think that we should just end it, bro. This has been a long enough ending.
This podcast is probably going to be the longest. This is an hour.
Do you think this is going to be the longest podcast? Did we just do that? Should we just call it longest podcast ever?
My birthday is coming up in like 8 days.
We have to have
days.
A birthday podcast. I think it lands on a Monday.
It's going to land. No,
So we're going to have a birthday podcast special.
And after the podcast...
We should have Dylan over.
Expect a 1K video.
Let's get Jose on the podcast. We should have Jose. Dude, Jose should be our guest for your birthday.
Jose will be our guest for my...
We have just announced it. Jose Noche.
Expect Jose in the next episodes. I can't wait to have him on the show, bro.
You guys are going to have a lot of stories to talk about. A lot of stories to say. Mm-hmm. I think you and Jose are going to go off.
Yeah.
I just want to be, the fly on the wall. I want to enjoy it.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'll look things up for you guys. I want to make sure you guys get because, bro, you guys are brothers. You guys have an intimate relationship.
I think this is good.
I think this is good.
Thank you guys for watching, bro. If y'all stuck around, honestly, bro.
Honestly, y'all are the real ones. Y'all are the real ones, and I'm slowly climbing to the thing. Any last words?
John Bird.
Bro, I told you to stop playing with his name, bro.
He's gonna be on the next podcast.
He's gonna be on it, and we just passed, I think, an hour of podcasting.
Damn.